the most sacred of places. The very heart of the cosmic pattern.
The Jailor will try to dominate our minds. Are you certain we'll be able to resist his power?
Of course! Well, in theory, that is to say, without proper testing.
The greatest dancer ever, Caillou.
So how's everyone doing tonight?
Good, good, good. You?
Good. Super psyched we're finally gonna get AOTC, right? Right?
I know nothing about Heroic Jailer. Is it
Honestly,
easy enough, or?
there's a lot of different little things going on, but nothing actually complicated.
Right. Well, it's always simple.
Yeah,
It's a matter of getting 25 people or whatever on the same page, which is not always a one-night thing.
You are known to me, champions.
What is he supposed to be the hardest, like, boss in raid?
The harmony.
Honestly, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's
Like,
yeah. I
he's
was
the final
wondering.
boss, but
Right.
To endure, it must be remade. But
It'd
I
be
mean, a
cool.
lot of the mechanics just kind of build on themselves through the fight, so there's nothing like super weird out of left field going on. For those that were here when we got those couple pulls in on normal, there's not a lot of different mechanics from that.
Just harder and yeah. Everything hits harder, more HP, more pew pew.
Please look at the wonderful weak auras that Caillou went out and found for us for Rygelon. If you feel like you're struggling with, clearing your debuff at all, please have one of those weak auras. No reason we should be wiping because people aren't clearing. Saw a lot of people last night who would have the debuff. There would be a circle on the ground where they could clear. And we kind of just chilled until there was only a few seconds left to dispel your thing. Don't do that. As soon as you get the debuff, move to a star. When the star dies, it knocks back everyone who does not have the debuff. It doesn't knock back a person with the debuff. So if you are standing on a star as it dies, you claim that star instantaneously. So, like I've been saying since we were pulling this boss the first few times, when you get the debuff, claim a star. Be on that star. No reason we should wipe to that. Yeah, Daily. Take star to Boils. Boils is what clears the debuff. As long as you're on him, we're totally safe.
This bitch.
Inverse, if you take the star to Caillou, it will automatically detonate. And not only will you wipe the raid, but everyone will just be really disappointed in you.
Yeah, but you get a buff for the next pull.
Yeah,
So let's do a
Caillou
couple
will
of
not
those.
heal you for 6 pulls. This number may increase. Everyone's here. Get buffed up.
Can we get lock rocks?
Remember when we're running to avoid the Big Bang and you're getting pulled. If you get to the small circle first, that one is yours. That being said, ranged and healers, look for ones in the back. Give the front ones to the melee. Nobody should be dying to that mechanic tonight. Armor kits and weapon rolls, there's a lot of people without them. And yes, try to go to the same one every time, please.
Clean this boss up quick so we can go pull something we haven't, pulled 100 times already.
5, 4, 3.
It's only been 50, don't exaggerate.
1.
It's about 30 too many.
Defensive. 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 Special coming.
Gonna be a wipe. Shadow and Teak, I don't know why you guys crossed. Did someone
Find
bump one of
shelter.
you? Because you were both headed to one, close to one, and then you swap which ones you should have gone to.
Jump off, guys.
I was going in one direction, but I didn't see anything on the floor. So was there one in front of me?
Yeah, there was one right next to you. There was one 5 steps from either of you, and you both crisscrossed and went to the ones that would have made sense for each of you to go to.
What are the circles when you come up? What are the white circles?
So when
around
you clear, 3 or 4 seconds after you clear, you will knock back everybody who was in that circle. Yeah.
Oh, it continues. Oh, I thought it was just
so
when you came out, it was a single blast. I didn't.
No, it's delayed. You come out and clear, and then you're in the little shadow realm with the circle around you.
Yeah.
And then 4 seconds later, you come back up top, and that knocks back everyone that's in that circle.
So the white circle is actually people who are currently under. What? Am I in the other phase?
Spoilers, we've pulled this boss.
Yes,
I know. No. So mine's not when I come out of the phase, it's immediate, and I just pop people if they're in the circle. I don't see
It is
a
a
4
white
second delay.
circle when you go down.
Yeah.
Which is where you explode. You have the white circle and a 5 or 3 second counter, which then knocks people out. If you have the weak aura, it tells you that you're going to knock them
No,
away.
I don't, but I know that I knock them away. I get it. I got you. I just didn't realize it was that delayed. I thought it was sooner than that.
No, it's annoying as hell.
And don't shame, better ask at 45 than 60.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defensive. 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 Special coming.
It's going to still
Find
pop us.
shelter.
Oh, we can move too quickly again.
Yeah, we're for that first phase, we need to slow down when the back few die. Because we killed them too quickly. There was one star still alive, but all the other pools had faded from either time or someone stepped on them.
Alright, I'm gonna stop doing them until the second round again.
Yeah, so we want to kill the like 2 or 3 that are really close to the boss like right away. But we want to save at least 2 for the next set of eclipses that come out. Otherwise, we run the risk of someone's either already walked through it, not realizing it was there, or it just expires. They don't last very long at all. We are blasting the boss, though, at least. However, damage will not outweigh mechanics, so...
I'm sorry, can you say that louder for the kids in the back?
Damage at our level doesn't mitigate the mechanics that we're wiping to. So, if for some reason you think that more DPS is the answer, maybe do mechanics. Maybe. Just a thought. But yeah, slow up on that first phase of Quasars. And even a little bit into like that very first set of phase 2. We don't want to kill all of the Quasars super quick together.
Defensive. 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 Defensive.
Kill the close ones, let the further ones
Defensive.
chill.
Defensive.
There's one almost at melee, and you guys are fighting over the ones in the back.
Defensive. Defensive. Special coming. Find shelter.
Closest one.
Defensive.
Up.
Defensive. Defensive. Help soak.
Soak.
Rest poopy.
Phase change.
Rinse and repeat.
Remember, a little bit faster pace on the Quasars, especially the close ones on this first set. We get eclipses here before any Quasars have spawned.
Defensive.
We've got to kill the 2 or 3 close to melee really quick. Let the back ones coast.
Defensive. Defensive.
So those first 2 were on Panda and
The other one.
Black
cleared.
was under.
Yep, so we had 2 that went down there, but the second one did not go to the second available one. Keep your eyes open. If there's someone with an eclipse already standing on a star, go to a different star. Or if they're closer to that star than you are, go to a different star. Don't go too far back. Stay in the ones that are near boss.
If you're part of the second group, don't take one until you see that the first group is cleared.
Yeah,
Correct.
Also that very much. That's been going on since early polls on this boss. You
Isn't
don't
that
need to
weak or
clear
token?
immediately if other people have had it from the previous set. If you are in the second round of debuffs that gets applied to you, that means you should be clearing on the back circles, not the ones that are dying initially. Don't think you're being super smart by clearing so you can just get back on the boss and do extra DPS. If you're a melee that gets targeted, go to the back star, kill it, clear, and get back on boss.
Again, if you have big wigs, go in, turn on your Dark Eclipse marker, emphasize it. You can set a countdown, you can set a voice, you can set bars, the options are infinite.
How do I set skill?
Let me see if I can find it. For specifically Dark Eclipse, like what are you trying to scale?
No, I said skill.
Ah.
Alright, let's keep it going. Be smart. Don't steal circles from people.
5, 4, 3.
Why do I have a circle in my head?
Because you had a Quasar. It'll go away when people get them.
Okay.
Defensive. Defensive.
Kill the close ones. Let the back two coast.
Defensive.
Spooky and Slacker first.
Defensive.
We were pretty quick on those back ones.
There's 2 by Skull.
Defensive.
Boils needs 1 immediately.
Defensive.
Boils, you should have went to the one that was right on melee.
Defensive. Defensive. Defensive.
Auntie, there's one right behind boss. Right behind boss.
Coming.
It's gone now.
It's
Somebody
gone.
took it.
We got pushed back in.
No, he pulled us. He pulled melee back over towards it, and he started his cast.
Jump off.
Also, don't run back in and knock everybody around.
You guys gotta pay attention when they're dying and not be anywhere near them.
And it doesn't matter if people are near them, they get knocked back. If they're targeted, they get cleared. Like, I don't even know what to say to fix what's going wrong. It's personal responsibility. Everybody is responsible for when you get the debuff. Look at which stars you should be on. If you're in the first set that goes out for a set of stars, be on those close 2 or 3 stars. If you get in the second round, you're going to the back stars. As soon as you get the debuff, move on top of a star. You clear immediately if you're on top of a star when it dies. Like, I don't know why we have people waiting like 5 seconds after they get the debuff to start moving towards a star. Get off boss, get on a star. If someone's already there, don't fucking try and swoop it from them. Like, we are so far ahead of damage and healing on this fight that we're wiping to a silly mechanic repeatedly. And I don't have the patience for it, guys. Do shit right.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Disaster.
Defensive. Defensive. Defensive.
Right, this is
Defensive.
the first set of the second stars, so we should be on these close stars here.
Defensive.
The second set coming out now, do not steal a circle that just popped.
Do gain Astro go.
Second set, go claim your stars. Good. And we're clear.
Defensive.
One more is coming out. Get on these 2 stars.
Defensive.
Other way, Boils. Other way.
here?
Over here. Over here.
Special coming.
Grip for the win.
Find shelter.
Well, I would have made it.
Closest one in the middle.
But thank you for that
Defensive.
grip, because that was dope.
Help soak.
I'll soak.
Defensive. Defensive.
I'll soak again.
Help soak. Phase change.
Going to green.
Alright. First Dark Eclipses
Defensive.
of this phase coming out. These guys will be on the close stars of this first set.
Bailey and
Defensive.
Esther.
Next set, don't steal their
Defensive.
circles. Go claim a star in the back.
Defensive.
We're gonna get one more set. They can clear on these last 2 stars.
Defensive.
Clean up Quasars. At this point, pretty much just
Defensive.
keep them dying.
Defensive. Defensive.
We're gonna have to rekill the matter. Get it down quick. Not that it has like any health.
Special coming. Find shelter.
Everybody on one together.
Defensive.
Darkness, the second one.
I have
Help
this soak.
soak. Defensive. Help soak.
I have this soak
Defensive.
again. After this, we're going to red.
Phase change.
First Eclipses coming before Quasars again. Let these
Defensive.
guys take the close ones. Do not steal their circles.
It's Moose and Oak.
Defensive.
Moose, go to the one behind you.
Nope, we're good, we're good, we're good. Oak went to another one.
Okay.
Defensive.
These Eclipses, claim your stars. Claim your stars. You guys are on the same one.
Defensive.
There's one across the room, Zeno. No, you're good. Okay.
Res daily, quickly.
Defensive.
Keep
Oh,
these
and
stars
ten-
dying, let them clear. Kill the one close to
Defensive.
melee so he can clear.
Two
Defensive.
seconds, res daily.
Defensive.
Kill the matter.
Defensive. Special coming. Find shelter.
Closest
Dude,
one.
Antonio, you ran right on
Hey,
top
don't worry
of me.
about it. Don't worry
Clear,
about it.
clear.
Don't worry about
Alright.
Why?
I
Clear.
it. About it after. Hush. Move to the other one.
Help soak.
Soaking this.
Defensive.
You got this last one too, Candy?
Yeah, I'll get this last one.
Alright.
Astorella.
Defensive. Help soak. Phase change.
Don't tunnel too much. Still kill the first
Defensive.
2 stars. Maybe. Yeah, tunnel.
Defensive.
Spoopy and Normanthus clear.
Defensive.
Nobody else should need to.
Yay, we did it!
Congrats, Spoopy, on the dagger. I hate you.
Thanks.
That thing is so good.
Now I have to change my weapon log though.
RC, please vote.
Mine's just so I can move it from different slots. Get rid of normal tier. But if somebody actually needs it for a better upgrade, they can have it.
There's a notes thing when you go to submit. As long
Yeah,
as
I put one on there, but it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Red link open, trade with me, I'll trade you.
The Jailor is sending his Mossworn against us. We must hold them here. Champions, take the fight to the Jailor.
Be careful moving forward.
It is a troll.
I almost just yeeted off. I was like, oh shit.
Right. So I'm not going to go too in depth on this fight because there's really just 100 little different things happening that once you see them, most of them make sense. In the first phase, we're going to have circles that spawn around everybody in the group, and we treat this kind of how that happens anytime. Everybody spreads out. Later into that fight, it's going to get more complicated because when we spread out, it's going to do the secondary, like Halandras kind of blast. So just kind of practice early on, spreading out enough that there's safe space between our circles. It's not going to matter in phase 1, but it is going to matter down the line. When you get the bombs, you jump in the holes. Try and jump in the holes close to the boss so that we can kind of just kite around the room and keep available holes for every set of bombs. The tanks are going to have a big smashy thing happen to them where they'll initially take like a big single target hit, another thing, and then group soak. So as soon as you see the big soak icon on the tank, move in, soak, help. Boss is going to pull everyone into them, or into him, and we need to run out of the circle that's around him. And when he's casting Relentless Domination, LOS with the pillars that pop up when we jump into the holes with the bombs. In phase 2, like I mentioned, once we spread, there's going to be a secondary blast on those circles, so spread enough that there's safe space. Tanks have to explode the pillars, spawn around the room. There's big blue swirlies that need to be dodged. And when you get the blue debuff, you move under the boss so that we can soak. There should be 2 of them that come out at a time. We want half of the raid in each of them. We get a heal absorb on us that's spread out based on how many people are in the soak. Phase 3, there's other stuff that happens as well, but you'll get chained to the tank. You need to run 30 yards to break it. There's a big beam that targets Azeroth that we need to soak. Otherwise, it deals direct damage to Azeroth, and if Azeroth dies, we wipe. There's little ads that spawn that it's super, super important get kicked and killed as fast as possible. If they get their cast off, we take a dot and lose 10% haste for the whole raid. So it's really, really crucial we don't miss any kicks when we get to phase 3. That being said, let's get some pulls in and see what mechanics are giving us issues and adapt from there. Any immediate questions, comments, concerns, funny jokes before we pull this boss?
What is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life is pretzels and beer.
42. Let's go, Oak.
Caillou, every one of your deaths or just every death in the raid? Because that could get dangerous.
5, 4.
All of them.
3,
Oh boy.
2,
Don't kill Caillou, guys.
1.
Kill Jailor before we kill Caillou. Last phase.
That's what I thought. Just to make sure.
Spread out. Don't clap each other with our circles. Remember, practice having safe space between the circles. That will matter when we get to phase 2. First bombs are coming out. Jump in the holes. Just claim a hole and jump in.
Defensive.
Okay, I jumped too soon.
Gotta jump at like 2.
Yeah.
There's a great record.
I have it.
During that.
Run.
Get out of the circle under the boss.
Can people go in the same hole?
No.
Okay, that's what happened. This.
Sorry.
Bigwigs also has this nifty timer that tells you when to
Oh, you
jump
took
in.
my circle.
Oh, what the hell?
It lied to me.
I didn't make it out.
It's very, yeah, it's a little more specific than.
Oh, that's that'd be the LOS mechanic.
Yeah.
All right.
I wanted to kill Boils, damn it.
Dude, unfortunately I didn't use army, so my...
Jump off the back of the room. We'll go again.
Wipe it up quick. You can also just jump into any of the holes if you don't have a bomb.
That is one of the most suggestive things I think you've said tonight.
Oh, it could get better. Just wait. I'm only on drink number 4.
Yeah, but there's so many holes on this boss.
Oh, there's so many holes on a lot of things. Don't get me started. We start this early, I'll be describing all of 6 holes by the end of the night.
Poor Siegfried.
So in the first phase, do we have to soak something underneath the tank?
Yeah, so that's one thing that went a little bit squampus there. Around the time those second set of bombs go out, the tank combo is happening. So that's when we need everyone who's not currently jumping in a hole with a bomb to stack up on the tank and split damage with them. We had enough in it that we lived it, but it was definitely more damage to each individual than it should have been.
Oh, and that's martyrdom?
Yes. The LOS cast is something domination, relentless domination.
Relentless domination.
The 6 markers that I have marked should be the first 6 that we fill. With range getting the ones in the back, melee getting the ones in front.
But let's just get some more pulls in. Get some practice. Just treat it as a learning experience. Don't focus too much on where your damage is at. Just
5,
focus on learning the
4,
mechanics.
3, 2, 1.
First bomb's coming soon. Figure out which hole you're going to be clearing in.
Is it better to like go to like an outward hole? Like, is it like strategic?
No, we want to clear the ones that are close to the boss. The ones that have markers on them are the ones that should be used initially. This phase doesn't end until we've used pretty much every hole, so we kite around the room as the phase goes on.
Also, don't we need to soak that tank mechanic?
Yes, we do.
Find shelter.
Line of sight.
LOS. Kill moose. Spread out.
Moving block to new hole.
Defensive.
Oh, tank stand, never mind.
Soak.
Can't have two in the same one.
Run.
Just keep going for now. We'll go as far as we can.
I mean, honestly, just wipe it and repull. We've seen every mechanic that happens in this phase, and half the raid is dead.
Okay.
Is the 5-second countdown to then jump at 0?
Yes, if you have the weak aura downloaded.
Yeah, I jumped at 2. I heard somebody say jump at 2, and I just
the weak aura says jump when you're supposed to jump. That line, the bar one.
No, it's just a 5-second timer.
Are there 2 different weak auras that people are using for this? Because that could get a little messy.
It's just a 5-second timer, and somebody said jump at 2. I jumped at 2, and
you have DBM.
So the bar one.
That's
I think it's DBM.
Yeah, link the bar one because that one's
the bar one that was linked earlier. It'll say wait, and then it'll be red and say wait, and then at 2 seconds it'll say jump and go green.
Yeah, way better. I'm gonna disable DBM.
And make sure you have that tank combo emphasized, because that hurts when there's only like 2 of us in it.
Can you
Warlock can't handle it.
Can you call 10 seconds before tank soak?
It looks like it happens.
I'll have it. I'm gonna tweak my bigwig so it makes more sense when it's happening.
Okay.
Wait, World First Raiders use weak auras. Well, you have to.
Don't worry, Dugane's better than that.
Dude, World First Raiders literally.
They don't need weak auras.
Yeah.
When they have a debuff moose, they'll be okay.
I mean, they do. They do use weak auras for that. I don't know what to tell you, my man.
On the contrary.
They do. Absolutely.
Yeah, Race to World First is so weak aura dependent. That's half of how they do everything. Is they just have it automated for them through weak auras, telling them do this.
They have
now,
hired people to make the weak auras for them. Like people have a living off of that. So
Sure, but like you don't need a separate weak aura to show you a thing that's already counted for in your UI.
They have it.
But if you're not getting the information you need from your UI, even if it's showing it from something, then you might want something that draws the attention more directly.
Focus on not double jumping, meaning 2 people in the same hole. Find your own hole.
Not ladder back.
On the back. Brad? First bombs. We have a tank combo coming in 8 seconds. If you don't have bombs, get to the tank. Move in early.
What the?
Oh.
So when we take the tank smash, we gotta be careful that we don't get knocked into a hole like a couple of us just did.
Yeah.
So we gotta make sure our backs are to a good spot. Good move.
Find shelter.
So Relentless Domination is the mind control, right? Or we have to LOS?
Yes, and it's a super long cast
shit.
time.
No, never mind.
And you have to be completely LOS, unlike me, who tried to get a little cute and peek around to shoot him.
Bad hunter.
Yeah, very bad.
That 2K auto shot, he was going for it.
Nah, I wanted to keep up my barb shot. I didn't want it to fall off.
Just for that kill, Caillou.
Do I have a weak aura to tell me when you are to LOS? You're walking a real thin line, Dugain.
I think DBM or Wigs just tells you to do it.
1.
That's Dugain's point.
Right out.
I think combo in 4 seconds.
Get your back to a good spot.
Defensive.
That hole's pretty deep.
Run.
You ready to LOS?
Find shelter.
LOS now. Spread out.
You don't want to move too much when those beams are already there.
Oh my god.
Run.
Didn't we discover when we were doing this on normal that your back, when you jump in, is the way you're going to fly?
Yes.
So you need to make sure you're faced a good direction again. Faster roll.
Shelter.
LOS.
Kill boss.
Connors.
Defensive.
We gotta get better call on that too.
We'll get the
I got an honorable kill.
Hell yeah, honor.
Private.
HK.
Jump off.
Does he do something that slows you?
Yes, the pull
James.
slows you.
No, there's something. Oh, I'm trying to find it.
He does it slow when he pulls you in, but it was probably somebody that was my control that slowed you.
No, the oppression, he chains you and pulls you in.
Oh.
So if you're the closer you are to him, the harder it is going to get out unless you pop him movement speed.
So the tank combo, it knocks you back also?
Yeah.
And then when you jump in the hole, whichever way your back's facing is the way you shoot out.
Right, that I got. I just wasn't sure about the tank combo because I kind of flew in a weird direction.
Yeah, that also, once it finishes, launches you, I think, the same way the bomb thing crap does.
Okay.
The tank thing hits you away from the tank, not wherever you're facing.
That's it. That's what happened.
So basically, this boss is how many different ways it can launch you across the map.
We almost made it through all of phase 1 there.
So is that time-based or damage-based, by the way?
It's time-based. It's 3 minutes in is when phase 1 ends.
Ugh.
I mean, not we could, in theory, have the boss super close to dead by the time phase 3 starts.
2, 1.
First spread. First tank combo coming in 10 seconds. If you don't have bombs, close to the tank.
Defensive.
Oh. Figured you would have got knocked back and not sideways.
It launches you whatever fucking way it wants you to. Like
Just
you just
random?
yeah. Like I get launched
Just said it's
forward.
from the tank.
I am the tank, and I get launched a different way every time.
Well, yeah, that's because you get fucked.
Yeah, like, I get put forward, I get put sideways, backwards, left, at an angle.
Sounds kind of kinky.
Where
I thought we were wiping because the tank's dead.
Does not every person get the circle? The spread? Or
correct.
they-
No.
Not everyone
Okay,
gets it.
okay. I was about to say, sometimes I do.
Tank slam.
Were we not wiping?
No, we don't need to.
We had a tank res. So if we have a BR and we can res the tank, we won't wipe instantly.
Run.
I was seated on top of the pillar.
Oh, I'm getting mind controlled now. I'm too slow.
Oh, I lagged. Well,
That's not the mind control. That's just the get out of it, or you take a lot of damage. Mind control is coming up in 8 seconds, though.
The tank's dead. I'm just a missionary.
We also need to move boss towards the
Find
hole.
shelter.
Nonetheless.
Taking it?
And then just go ahead and die.
Those lines of death are fun.
Tanks are marked with orange and X so that you can clearly see them. That way you can position correctly.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I did not. Just ran off the edge.
In combo right now.
Did you have the exact same thing happen, Moose?
Run.
What happened?
We were too close to the edge and the bomb shot us off when we both jumped in.
I might have come flying out of the hole and then continued off over the edge.
Yeah, same
Find
happened.
shelter.
Line of sight.
Oh, nice. My headset turned off. Been sitting here making calls, and you guys haven't heard it.
Spread.
We have another tank combo after this.
Defensive. Run.
Get out. Bombs find your place. We have a spread coming up soon. After the spread, we'll LOS. Spread out. Get ready to LOS. As soon as this is over.
Shelter.
LOS.
Go down, Mantis.
Soon.
Yep, stack in, tank combo. New bombs.
Run.
Get out. Next is spread. Spread out into a tank combo.
Spread.
Be ready to collapse on tanks as soon as this is over. Get on tanks.
Defensive. Find shelter.
LOS. And that's phase 1. Dodge these lines. They target players. Don't get hit by other
Phase
people's
2.
lines.
Spread.
Spread out. Remember, these are going to leave swirls.
Knocking back.
Leave safe space in
Watch
between
your
them so you can
step.
get out of the secondary.
Find shelter. Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Get me! Get me good! Get me! No!
Is it supposed to like ideally be specific percentages like between phases? So like 66% for phase 1.
back.
Is that like an ideal percent where he's supposed to
No,
be?
I mean,
type of thing,
we
or no?
we outgeared this fight so massively.
Spread.
Don't worry about boss's health.
Find shelter.
Can I make a suggestion,
Watch
Candace?
your feet.
Of course.
Watch your feet.
On the very first tank smash, the one that people are getting launched and stuff, can we do, wherever we're tanking, can we do the triangle of holes right around them? That way
Find shelter.
we have easy LOS and nobody's getting launched into a hole when it comes out, when it comes to it. It seems for the very first one, which is the one that people are we're losing people at least for that one, we can make sure no one's getting knocked away.
I mean, it sounds smart. It does kind of rely on people actually going to the right places with their first pillars, but that shouldn't be a big ask.
When you're compulsed to jump off the edge, can we get Death Grip back on?
Yes.
Nice.
But once you're mind controlled, there's nothing you can be done for you except kill you, right?
The second mind control just makes you run off the edge.
Yeah, that one you have to break them out of, I believe.
Yeah, just slow
The
them.
phase 1, if you get mind controlled by not LOSing, yeah, you're dead. The phase 2 mind control, we have to break them out or they die.
And you definitely need slows because it was like I was practically sprinting off the stage.
Yeah, we want to slow, stun, grip, Ursul's Vortex, any of that kind of stuff on those people.
Yeah, don't be like me and go into Ghost Wolf form either.
You mean yeet?
Yeah, I booked it.
Words.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, this is bad.
First tank combo coming soon. First bombs. Watch where you are relative to the tank. Don't get knocked in a hole.
Oh. Got the angle just wrong.
Waffles on if you have it.
Oh, I DC and have no timers. This is fun.
Find shelter.
Right out.
Tank combo 5.
Yep, stack him with the tanks.
Defensive.
Don't get launched off the edge.
Like that.
Yep. Getting pulled in again soon.
Run.
Next will be a spread. Spread will shortly be followed by an LOS.
Spread.
LOS? Actually, no, spread.
Find shelter.
Now LOS.
Tank's them soon.
The spread around the
Darkness melee.
Run. Spread.
In combo soon. Be ready to stack in.
Defensive.
After this, we'll be LOSing.
Find shelter.
Be careful, holes are going to open in the floor here.
Phase 2.
In a few seconds, do not be on the latches that can open, or you will fall through. We're going to have a spread, and there's going to be a knockback after this spread.
Knocking back. Watch your step. Spread.
Spread out.
Watch your step.
Thanks, dude.
Find shelter. Watch your
Gotta.
feet.
Yeah, we have too many DPS down to really get the
Watch your feet.
these shields broken.
Just go ahead and reset. We need to get everybody alive to the second phase.
Wait, so what is it again that is emceeing people in the second phase? It was like a little short countdown.
The Rune of Compulsion is what it does. Is what the spell's called.
Oh.
So it looks like we get 2 at a time. They have about a 300k absorb shield on them that needs to be broken before they jump off the edge. They can be stunned, they can be slowed, they can be gripped, they can be ursled, they can be any normal CC you can put on a player. To make sure we get them locked down and break them out of the shield before they jump off the edge.
Wait, people wanted AOTC?
Uh-huh. That's what Bus told me anyway. Maybe he's lying. Maybe he's the only one who wanted AOTC.
It's because you had two people
for
mention
mythic kills?
I kind of want the gavel.
Uh-huh. That's what I was saying. All the DKs in Warrior want it.
I want the neck, but it's not a high priority.
Why not just loot it out of your 4 chests for the weekly?
If it would pop up, I would. Spread.
Oh my god.
Pro.
If it wasn't the second time.
Tank combo right after.
I just didn't want to be on the tank. And I saw that my bubble was touching him.
Bye, Hunter.
Run.
You ready
Means
to
you're
LOS?
jumping wrong slack.
Find shelter.
Tank combo 5.
Defensive. Run.
When you go out of the bomb pit, what determines the way you come out?
The way your back is
facing.
It is the back facing, okay.
Yeah.
I went out sideways.
Find
We're gonna have an LOS right after this.
Killed again.
Defensive.
Thanks, man.
Soak.
Don't go to the same one.
I couldn't get it in time.
Run.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
Can you jump in the middle?
No.
Nope, you die. That's how I died.
Oh. Well, that's no fun.
We need to be moving the boss around the platform for the holes.
Spread.
So jump off, reset.
Defensive.
Also, Slack,
Find
if you're
shelter.
not getting sent back far up enough, you're jumping too early. Use the weak aura. It'll give you a big green window of opportunity and say the words jump. If it doesn't say jump and have a green bar, don't go. I tried to get cheeky with that last ball and it threw me like 2 pixels too low.
Red didn't get a summon, and someone wants to run over here. I can release and come back. Maybe a few of us were like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a bit far too.
Like how you said, I know it's a new fight, but you can't panic. Just don't worry about DPS. Don't worry about healing. Don't worry about anything other than do the mechanic. Like every other boss. If we do the mechanic, the boss will die. I promise.
Yeah, we outgear this fight so ridiculously. Learn
By about 10 eye levels.
Over. Like, there's no reason to stress about where your damage or your healing is at. Just pay attention to your timers. Pay attention to what's happening. Learn the flow of the fight. Do mechanics and this tips over easy.
1000%.
Much to Dugain's dismay, there are plenty of weak auras out there that can help you with whatever mechanic is troubling you. People won't pay attention, Dugain. You are way too helpful.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread them 5. Bombs in 5. Tank combo in 5. Position for the tank combo so you do not get knocked off.
Everybody
Who's the boss?
hold in. Get out of the circle. After the circle, can anyone tell me what we have? It's mind control. That means
You already didn't give us a chance to tell you. It's mind control.
Line of sight now. Do not wait. Do not wait. Mine. Remove the boss. We start over.
A couple things happening here. Step 1, spread. Step 2, bombs go out. Step 3, soak on the tank. Stack on the tank now.
Defensive.
Astrorelli, do not get knocked off. Position yourself correctly.
Next, we're going to be pulled on top of the boss. After he pulls us on top of him, get out of the circle.
Run.
Following this, the next mechanic should be a spread. Drag the boss over a little bit. Be ready to spread.
Spread butter.
Yeah, I'm not calling bombs because that's personal responsibility. After the spread, we have a mind control. The spread, and then LOS. LOS now. After the LOS, we'll have a tank combo. Do not get knocked off the edge.
This is super helpful, though. I appreciate you calling it.
Next, we will be getting pulled in.
It's like watching a documentary.
Yeah, I love it. I'm not complaining at all.
Get out of the circle. After this, we will spread. Be ready to spread in 5. After spreading, there will be a tank combo.
For this tank combo, what's Raffles link?
Defensive.
Do not get knocked off the edge by the tank combo, like I just did.
Find shelter.
Line of sight. Keep going.
Do you res me, please? Don't kill each other with your line.
Phase 2.
Floor is opening soon. Do not be... Oof, that's gonna be bad. Tank just went down. I believe in Candy.
We have a minute.
Spread out. You're gonna be getting knocked back soon. Position relative to the blue swirl. Ooh.
Find shelter. Watch your feet.
We're gonna spread out. First MCs are going to be coming soon.
Watch your step.
Oh no.
Oh, we have 3 runes at once.
Oh, see you guys later.
So while we're spreading, we get the marks on the people who are getting MC'd. We want those people to be moving, close to the center of the room. I think ideally in phase 2, we're tanking the boss pretty much against the edge of the middle of the room. So people can just stack under the boss when they get the runes, and that way it's max distance from where they get MC'd to where they jump off the edge.
Find shelter.
That's a massive shield, by the way.
Yeah, it's like 300k per person, and it goes on 3 people there, 2 or 3 maybe, depending. Yeah, we want to make sure those people are all under the boss so that we can use our AOE CCs.
Our AOTCs.
Yeah, use our AOTCs to get AOTC.
Watch your
if we have everyone stacked under the boss, we can binding shot into an Ursul's, things like that that'll make so they don't go anywhere, and we can just cleave the shit out of their shields while also burning the boss.
I'm not specting the binding shot.
Okay.
You should be.
Well,
if
want you to.
Okay, if I'm specting the binding shot, I don't have post haste, and I will never get out of that circle.
Find shelter.
Okay.
Well,
that seems weird.
It sounds like a really. I mean, we have plenty of.
I wouldn't think you would need that to get out of the circle, but
yeah, we have slow totems. We have.
Spread.
We have. Wait, you don't think I need post haste to get out of the slow circle?
I mean,
I'm a priest with no mobility, and I get out of the slow circle, so.
When you put your bubble on you, do you go fast?
Yeah, I get
Jump
a
off
full
and die.
40% move speed.
I don't go fast at all if I don't. I go slow. I go walking.
Is your disengage not enough?
No.
If you hit it at the correct time,
Die, please.
it'll teleport you.
Yeah, I would think that disengage in the proper positioning should do it, but
You can push
like you
it
said,
right
we
as it
have
pulls
we have
you
plenty
and
of other CCs.
We have
that can do.
3 shamans,
Yep.
and you guys are trying to make a conversation for me not taking a speed.
So the only thing is, binding shot is much stronger than any slow totem. It's more than a slow. It's a root that's not going to get broken by damaging them. It makes
I do think we need to have shamans with Windrush, if we can.
But the more important thing than what talent we make Moose take for this fight, we need people grouping under the boss so that talents like that are even viable. So just pay attention during that spread. If you're one of the people who gets the rune on you, you need to move as close to the boss as possible.
Just a quick question about the movement. We're jumping all over the map. Is there are we supposed to be going this far between every few percent?
Phase 1, yes, we should be moving around most of the room.
Phase
In
2 is the
phase
same
2,
thing.
how much we move is going to be based on where he spawns the pillars at. Between just positional requirement mechanics, like having holes available for bombs to jump into, where the pillars spawn in phase 2, coupled with all of the knockbacks during this fight, we are going to be utilizing a lot of this room.
Okay, just wondered if there was an easier way, but I figured it was like that. Just have to learn positioning better as we progress.
Yeah, and keep in mind, we didn't spend any time on this boss on normal to really learn the just baseline of this encounter. Overall, it seems like it's not that difficult of a fight, but there is going to be a learning curve. We're coming into this fight mostly blind.
Is Shadow Nova something that you spec into or no? Like for warlocks, it's not, right?
No, it's got a cast time. It's
Shadow Fury, you mean?
Yeah.
What is the thing that
Shadow Fury.
Yeah, Shadow Fury.
It's baseline, but there is a talent that you can take so that you get it a little bit quicker, but it's not worth it.
So we have 3 of those. We have 3 totems. We have 3 chains of ice. We have 3.
Don't worry about it. We're not going to make you take binding.
No, I took binding shot. I'm just saying, we have a ton of, even if whether or not I have binding shot, we have a ton of things to stop people from going off the edge.
If people are positioned correctly and not out in BFE.
Yep, that's very much the thing to worry about right now is getting
Torment
people
in
under
3.
the boss.
Because it was surprising how much
Spread.
the
Focus
shield
on this
was.
ball. Spread out.
First bombs in 5.
Tank combo to follow. Tank combo in 8.
First tank combo, Sig Link.
Defensive.
Smart with your positioning. We're going to get a grip in after this.
This will be Dugan Glow.
There's a Warlock gate right underneath you.
We're going to be LOSing soon. After the
Find
LOS,
shelter.
we'll have spread.
I couldn't get behind a pillar fast enough after the bomb.
Tank combo after this. Get in the tank combo.
Ruffles Link.
We're going to be pulled in soon.
Run.
Out of the circle. We're going to have a spread followed by an MC. Spread out in such a way that you are able to LOS shortly after.
Find shelter.
LOS now. We're going to be getting a tank combo soon.
Defensive.
Darkness and melee.
Next is a pull-in.
Run.
Roar if we have it.
We'll have a spread followed by a tank combo next. Spread now. Be ready for the tank combo after this.
Candy, AMZ, and War Mastery.
As soon as this is over, LOS. LOS now.
Find shelter.
Don't kill each other with your
Phase
beam.
2.
We're going to have a spread here, followed by a knockback. Watch where the blue swirl
Knocking
spawns.
back.
Position yourself so that you do not get knocked off.
Find shelter.
We're going to have a spread, followed by the first MCs.
Watch
If
your
you get the
feet.
runes, get under the boss. Runes under boss. Moose, anti-panda. Burn their shields down. Much better, guys. We're going to have a knockback followed by a spread here.
Knocking back.
Blue swirl. Watch where it is. Don't get knocked off. Get ready to spread out.
Spread.
After
Find
this, we have our
shelter.
next round of MCs. If you get the runes, get under the boss.
Watch your feet.
Daily and Caillou. And Dugain.
Knocking
Give a stun
back.
on Dugain, please.
Knock
Or a
back.
grip, maybe. Alright, if we had more people up there, they would have broke out.
Got you, Dugain.
We got one really clean MC, followed by a better
Find
than our
shelter.
earlier pulls. Let's go ahead and jump off and get a repull in.
So I don't know. It seems like everything you get that gets put on you when you're MC'd stays on you. So I was like,
That's
I was taking
typically
it.
how MCs work, yeah.
Well, I mean, even I don't know.
He's
so-
talking about the shield one. When we broke his
The shield
shield,
one.
all of his dots from dot classes were still ticking on him.
That's how MCs have always worked in this game.
Right, but I tried to dispel him, and they were not dispellable. They never timed out.
Oh, that's
They're
pretty
definitely
weird.
dispellable.
They
I
should
was
be
trying to
dispellable.
dispel both, I think it was Moose and somebody else, and I could not dispel their dot.
More troubling, or not troubling, I guess. More important is that you have all the slows on you, so it's going to be really hard to get out of the next mechanic that comes up. So it's just like there's.
I mean,
And
there's
obviously-
more mechanics that are going to happen that can't be accounted for by the other players around you. You know, if you're slowed, stunned, whatever from your MC ending and we get a spread, it's everybody else's responsibility to get their ass off of you. You know?
Yeah.
There's nothing going on, like we don't get the like big pull-in or anything like that that's going to be so detrimental from that. So there it just really falls to everyone else moving off of you when that happens, since you're, you know, afflicted by whatever slows or whatever.
Yeah, that and the fact that the dots stay on you from people's damage, so healers probably need to just keep an eye on the people who have just been MC'd or the shield thing.
Yeah, when we have cleaner pulls and we have kind of everyone alive, it makes sense to say, you know, don't dot people. But when we're losing 4 or 5 DPS in the first phase or early into that second phase, there's not too much that can be done other than, you know, people just don't die, so we don't have to put dots on people with the shields.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Res Slack, please watch threat on pull, guys.
Honestly, stop rezzing people when they pull early. If you pull early, you sit on the floor. I don't care how good your damage is. We've gotta stop this. Tank combo coming soon.
Oh, that was cool. My bomb threw me up and into another hole.
Getting pulled in. Get out.
There is a Warlock gate right under you. Nobody took it. That's cool.
The inbound mechanic is the LOS. Get ready to LOS. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Find shelter.
Love standing next to a hole and someone else books it over to it. I probably should have been on a further back one, but...
You feared me.
Combo.
Defensive.
Let's go ahead and just repull. We've already got a lot of people dead. I'm going to make an example of myself and whoever else was involved in that. Two things went wrong there. I, as a range, shouldn't have claimed such a close circle. But if someone with the bomb is already standing next to a circle, don't swoop it. It's Rygelon all over again. If someone with the debuff is already by a circle, get somewhere else. But really, I'm done with rezzing people who are dying because they pulled before 0. If you die on pull because you pulled early, you're not getting rezzed. We're not wasting rezzes on that. There are so many better things to use rezzes for. Don't pull early. Your extra single swing, risking your death, not worth it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You ready to spread out? Bombs with tank combo to follow. Get in. Next is going to be a pull. Be ready to take this lock gate. It's right under the boss, that will do it for you. Bombs followed by LOS. You ready?
Find shelter.
LOS.
I just bounced from one hole into another.
Right out.
Did I win?
Tank combo.
Defensive.
You're going to be getting pulled in.
Run.
Spread followed by MC followed by tank combo. Ready to spread. Position yourself so you can LOS.
Find shelter.
LOS now. Then get in for the tank combo.
War Master. Darkness.
Next is a pull in.
You're both not getting that one.
Oh, Jesus.
Run.
Next is spread. Res Knight.
Spread.
Spread out. Followed by a tank combo. Tank combo now.
Defensive.
Stack in.
Astrorally.
Find
LOS.
shelter. Phase 2. Spread.
Spread. Watch the
Knocking
swirl.
back.
We're going to get knocked back from
Watch
the
your
blue
step.
swirl. We're going to have a spread followed by the LOS. People who are targeted
Spread.
get under the boss. Runes to boss. Boss,
Watch
Panda,
your step.
and Spoopy.
Yo, I'm booking
Find
it.
shelter.
Yeah. The fastest I've ever moved.
Watch your feet.
Grip boss.
Knocking back.
Knock back from the blue swirl.
Spread.
Spread out.
Find shelter. Watch your step.
Next MC's coming soon. We're going to be wiping here, but
Watch your
still
feet.
practice. Get under the boss if you get the rune. Me, Oak, and Dugain.
Find shelter. Knocking back.
Go ahead and wipe it. And let's take break as well. We've got some good work in. We're getting further into the fight. Gotta clean up phase 1 death. It's really, really hard for us to practice phase 2 without, at least the majority of players alive. Quick notes before we start break. When you jump in the hole, you are knocked back to where your back is facing. When you get knocked back from the tank slam, your position is relative to where the tank is. When you get knocked out or get knocked back in phase 2, it is relative to where the blue swirl that spawns is. Making some good work. Let's take break. Get up, stretch, please. Actually get away from your computer for a little bit here. Come back, ready to do more pulls.
Can you either?
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were AFK for break. Do you want to go through the ERT with me? Make sure I'm not missing anything that we need a CD for?
Oh, sure. I mean, we don't really have a lot of good CD usage in this fight. That's not even remotely close to what's killing us.
Right, but the less I have to call for stuff like that,
Yeah,
the
sure.
more we can pull other things, right? So, we don't need anything for Torment. Torment's just the AoE that we have to spread out for. But we need a movement speed of some sort for chains. We need cooldowns for the tank slam, martyrdom. What is Decimator in the second phase?
So, Decimator is when he throws his hammer at the ground and then knocks people back from the hammer's location.
Okay, so that's the blue ward, knockback.
Yes.
We don't need major CDs for that. We don't need major CDs for torments at all. We don't need them for attunement. We need DKs to grip. I know you are.
If we manage to reach phase 3, we should use Unchains as well.
Use Damage reduction cooldowns? Yeah. Really?
I mean, you don't think so? It does raid-wide damage?
I mean, fair. Alright, so phase 3, we'll have everything back up. We don't want spirit links for those because we're running out of them, so we need other stuff. So we can do...
I think that mechanic's only 3 players running out, though.
Chains?
Yeah.
No, chains is the one, if it's the same chains from phase 1.
No, that's a different chains.
Okay, okay.
Basically, 3 targets are attached, and then they have to split apart from each other.
So we want movement speeds for those.
Yeah, and but whenever one of the chains split does like 25k worth of raid damage. So you need to stagger the chains splitting, as well as, you know, maybe CD it, I don't know. You also want CDs for Desolation, which is the beam aimed towards Azeroth.
I don't even see Decimation on the thing.
Are you looking at phase 3?
Yeah. Are you looking at the spreadsheet?
Oh, no, I'm just looking at the dungeon journal.
Oh, I'm looking at the spreadsheet.
Gotcha.
Do we need any healing CDs in the second phase, you think?
I would say probably not, honestly. I don't know why we would. The only thing that would kill us raid-wide damage-wise is like Decimator. But even then, like, just don't stand in it, right? Like, it shouldn't be bad. I don't think we need any.
Okay.
I would say let's not slot Death Grips. Those are something that's using each time, because like with CDs, they will be active every single time. So like it's kind of gets redundant to say, you know, like to actually slot them in since they are only like a 30-second cooldown for DPS.
I mean, what about your mass though?
My mass is 2 minutes.
Do we want to slot it, or are you just using it?
No, because I'm not always going to be there. I'm sometimes going to be running away to the shattering stuff.
Okay. So we really don't need anything in the second phase.
Not really, no.
Okay. What's the CD on Stampeding Roar?
3 minutes? No, it's 1 minute. It's 1 minute, I think.
1 minute?
Let me look it up real quick. It is 2 minutes for DPS, 1 minute for tank.
Okay. So we don't have anything for the third chain.
No.
What is Dominating Will in the last phase? I don't want to tab out to my spellbook.
Let's see. Dominating Will?
Yeah.
The Jailor applies a shield that absorbs healing divided evenly amongst all targets. Upon expiration, all targets are afflicted with domination. So it seems like it's a healing absorb shield you have to break on the target? Yeah. Yeah, Jailor marks several targets with the Eternal Rune. Upon expiration, it does a ton of damage to players within 8 yards and triggers a massive healing absorb.
Okay. So really, there's not much else to add on this.
No, it's not a healing intensive fight. It's not like anything intensive fight, just mechanics.
We are forever screwed.
Oh yeah. I mean, we might need to like just drop some people just to get a kill.
Yeah, but right now, who do you drop?
I'd say we definitely should drop like Auntie.
Okay, that's one person. I don't think that she's killing us mechanically, is she?
Last pull she did kill someone mechanically, so.
Well, yeah, that one time, right? But all the other pulls, she's done it better than the people that keep asking the same question, right?
Yeah.
That's the issue. That's the one thing Ganty will always do is mechanics. She may not be the highest DPS, but she'll do the mechanics.
Yeah. I know, I feel like overall this would be a faster kill with a like 10-man group.
I mean, yes. If we could take our top 10 players and do Mythic, we'd be cutting edge already.
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I know, because, yeah. I mean, could you imagine taking, like, a 10 or even 12-man group Mythic with this group? Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be so much better. At least it seems like a type of fight where like we can consistently get the mechanics eventually. Like it's not like we're flopping between like first phase, second phase, first phase, third phase, first phase.
Right. It's just a long fight and people can't tunnel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what, 9-minute fight? Maybe less because we have higher DPS. And everything is scripted.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's get people summoned. I appreciate the help.
Yep, no problem.
Way to do it.
It's super fun. It's such a bad, it's the worst profession.
Gonna ready check just to make sure everybody's back.
I was going through the healing CD spreadsheet and stuff with Candy just now, and there's really not a lot. Yeah, the tank combo, we're going to use some CDs, and I've assigned those. I've assigned some roars and gateways for everybody on the chains in the first phase and the last phase. But this fight is super scripted, guys. It's the same thing over and over. And when the MCs come out in the second phase, everybody uses a stun, a slow, anything, because they have a movement speed until that first CC hits them. So, like, I was getting yeeted off the platform and didn't get stunned until halfway through.
Yeah. Quick note. I'll let whoever else has things to say them after. I know we're in heroic. We're not limited by group size. That said, as I said before, we are so far ahead of this fight numbers wise. If you are consistently dying in phase 1, you're going to sit. I know it's heroic. I don't want to sit anybody. But if I see you dying in phase 1 over and over again, that's what's wiping us right now. What's barring us from progging past the point we've hit is we're hitting phase 2 with consistently 4 or 5 people dead. Don't make me sit you. Don't die in phase 1. It's super silly. We're calling out literally everything. If you need a weak or an emphasized timer in bigwigs or something, like I can't hold hands any more than I already am. Don't die in phase 1. I don't care how high your damage is. If you're consistently dying in phase 1, you're sitting out. So fucking get it together. Pay attention. Do mechanics. This boss dies. I will even hand tailor you a weak aura for next week if there's something that it's just too hard for you to grasp through other means. So that's a really kind offer. I said that this fight is super scripted, and it's being called out exactly what you need to do, 5 to 10 seconds in advance of when it's happening. Please feel free right now to ask me if there is a mechanic that you don't understand that we've seen in the last dozen polls. Please feel free to ask. If you don't want to ask in comms, whisper me. I will happily explain what you need to know if there's something you don't understand and that's what's killing you.
Alright, with that said, the first set of chains is Xeno's Roar, the second is Dugane's Roar, the third is Gateway. If you don't have Gateway Control Shard on your bar, please put it on your bar. Keybind it, macro it, do whatever you have to do. Put it on your spacebar, I don't care, but make sure we're getting out of chains.
No silly deaths here, guys. I have plenty of faith in all of you to do mechanics. Don't let my faith be misplaced.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread in 5.
We have a tank combo coming in 15 seconds. If you're not targeted by bombs, get on the tank now.
First one is Sigzling.
Don't get knocked in a hole. Pay attention to where the tank is. After this, we're getting gripped. Be ready to run out. Or take the lock gate.
Run.
Xeno Roar.
You ready to LOS?
Find shelter.
You ready to spread? After this spread, we have a tank combo. Stack on your tanks, don't get knocked off. Next is a grip. Ready to run out.
This would be Dugane's Roar, he is dead. Next is a Gateway.
You're ready to spread out. After the spread, we'll LOS.
Find shelter.
LOS now. Tank combo next.
Defensive.
This is a grip. Res Knight.
Run.
This one would be a Gateway, if we can make sure Warlocks have that up for third.
Next is spread.
Spread.
Followed by a tank combo. Stack in now.
Defensive.
We
Or
still
mastery.
haven't Res Knight for some reason.
Find shelter.
LOS. We can't have that happen, guys. I can't call for a B-res and look down a minute later and it still hasn't gone out. That's super
Phase
silly.
2.
Still hasn't gone.
Even
Shadow.
Barb, why don't you res me? Your DPS is not that important.
Spread.
It's going to be Darmanthus or Shadowburn that needs to go right.
Knocking
Okay,
back.
res has gone out now.
Watch your step.
Knockback from the blue swirl. Next is a spread. Runes get
Spread.
under the boss. Runes under the boss.
Watch your step.
Jump off, repull. We've got to make sure that we're not dropping swirls from the torment spread right under the boss because we need runes to be moving there. They did not have a safe spot where they should be. And we should definitely be tanking the boss towards the middle of the room. Just to maximize distance they have to run before they can jump off.
Every soul has its place, and your souls will know only oblivion.
Are you able to spin when you're? So I took a bomb inside, and it like when I came back, it launched me out off the edge.
When you walk in to the circle to clear your bomb,
right,
you will be knocked back where your back is facing when you enter the circle.
Ah, okay.
Once
So I
you've
spun
entered,
around
there
as I
is
was. Okay.
Yeah, there's no changing it. It's where your back is faced when you enter the circle.
I was just trying to get there as fast as I could, and then I was like, all right, spun myself around, but then came out like, the other, okay.
Yeah, no.
So it's where you enter. It's where you enter.
Yeah, it's set on entry.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I know you said it. I. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
There was already a feast stone. I didn't see it because of the mount. Everybody take a second, repair.
Get a slightly longer pull timer to repair.
I need at least 30 seconds. I got a font of power.
Nope.
Toxic.
Too bad. Change your trinket. We don't adhere to last expansion's trinkets in this guild.
Rude.
5,
Rude.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread in 5.
You have a tank combo soon. Get on the tanks.
Defensive.
Position so you don't go over the edge. Pull in. Be ready to take the lock gate.
Run.
Not quite ideal, but works. Be ready to LOS.
Find shelter.
LOS now. Kill Raffles.
Kill Raffles.
Spread out. We have a tank combo next. Be in the combo, don't go over the edge. You're gonna be getting pulled in soon. This should be Dugane's Roar.
Run.
We'll be spreading next. After this spread, LOS.
Find shelter.
LOS now. Followed by tank combo.
Defensive.
Getting pulled in. This one could be a lock gate. We can place one under the boss going out.
Run.
Next is spread, followed by a tank slam. Spread out. Be close enough to your tanks that you can get in. Get in for the tank slam.
Astrology.
Find shelter.
LOS. Then we'll be starting phase 2. Don't fall through a hole that opens in the floor.
Phase 2.
Markers here. You need to go to the green triangle.
We have a spread followed by a knockback. Spread out and look for the blue swirl.
Knocking back.
Don't get knocked into the middle.
Find shelter.
After this spread, runes move to boss. Do not drop right under the boss. Melee move out. Runes go to boss as soon as this is over.
We need a grip on vamping now.
Done me? Think? Good.
I got slowed by the CCs or the guys that were
We
my
have a
control.
knockback coming soon. Watch
Sorry,
the
Candace.
blue. It's okay. Be ready to spread out. We're gonna have another round of MCs after this.
Find
You
shelter.
get targeted, get under the boss. One's a little easier
Watch
on us.
your
We don't
feet.
have an overlap of swirls. Runes under the boss.
All the way. Slow.
We have a knockback coming soon. Look for
Knocking
the
back.
swirl. Feel like we're behind on tanks breaking pillars.
Find shelter.
Yeah, I missed one because of the mind controlled. I got slowed.
Watch your feet.
Okay.
Watch your feet.
I feel like we've missed more than one though.
No, we only missed one.
Okay.
Runes under, get slows ready. AoE stun now. Focus the ads or
We have a knockback
CCs.
soon. Watch the
Grip
swirl.
oak.
Grab Master, please.
Phase 3.
Going into phase 3 now.
Roggers.
You know.
Yeah.
My tyrant setup.
Let's also res shadow, please. We have a
I want to
knockback
move the
soon.
boss to the pillars.
Knocking back.
Watch the knockback.
Nope.
Defile
Danger,
soon. Do
danger.
not stay in it. Do not stand in defile. Move out immediately.
Defensive.
We have a soak coming in soon. We
Yep,
need to be
soon.
between the
Have to
boss and
move
the
out.
center.
Break the chain.
Yep. You break chains by getting more than 30 yards away from the tank.
Hey, you gotta move with chains.
Yep.
Knock back in 5.
Knocking
Make sure we're
back.
getting kicks and killing these ads.
Group soak. Group soak.
Danger, danger. Watch your feet.
Oh, no way.
Honestly, no idea what the fuck's going on right now.
Sorry, go ahead and wipe it
The
up.
ads are free
We've got
casting.
yeah, the whole group is down, so
Yeah, there's an ad in the back. But that group soak, make sure you don't stand in both of them.
right. Made some drug
What
there, we saw
group
phase
soak?
Help soak.
So in phase 3, there will be the boss will be attacking Azeroth, which is the center of the room. we need as many people as possible to be between the boss and the center of the room for the group soak. Because as soon as the boss dies, or as soon as Azeroth's health hits 0, we wipe. So it's super, super important that we're getting those soaks in phase 3, or we will hit basically the hardened rage of the fight.
So the boss is going to target 2 people, put gigantic blue circles around them, and we need to split the raid half in one group, half in the other, but they need to be close to each other so that we can actually get everybody in them. But if you stand in both, you'll get killed.
Actually, you're supposed to have everybody soak both. You're supposed to Venn diagram that bitch and have everybody standing in both.
But doesn't that put a healing absorb on everyone for
Yeah,
double?
it's a gigantic healing absorb.
Yeah, I don't think that's the way you're supposed to handle it. Might be a way you can, but guides say to split the group between 2, not to Venn diagram it.
Gotta remember, Panda, that was a CE guild. They're kind of like fully geared and cheesing just for the kill, speed kill.
I mean, it's also they're also carrying, so it's not like everything's sacked. Like,
let's focus on getting everybody to phase 3 alive.
Yeah.
And not having early deaths in phase 1. We should have no deaths in phase 1 at this point. And in phase 2, there's really not a ton going on that can kill you other than getting knocked in bad spots.
Really, there's no reason to be dead prior to phase 3.
Correct.
Just to be blunt. Don't die. Like, when we get to phase 3 and we're having things we're not familiar with happening, sure, there'll be a death or 2.
4, 3.
Don't die in phase 1. Don't die in phase 2.
For the mind controls in phase 2 that we need to kill, we need stuns immediately ready, and then slows. Right? So Warlocks have your Shadow Fury ready to go. Do whatever you can.
In combo soon. Getting gripped in.
This is Xeno's War.
This one should be a gate, but
oh, I have it in the note
as well. Yeah,
well, I
first
stopped
and
putting
third
up the
should always
gate
be
because
gates.
Nobody was using it.
I was using it.
Find shelter.
LOS?
Yeah, it saved me up a few times.
We'll talk about it after this one.
Right out. Tank combo to follow.
Defensive.
Getting gripped in.
Run.
Do gang run.
Next is a spread.
If you go into Azeroth, you die, like the middle.
Yep.
Yes.
Spread, be ready to
Find
LOS.
shelter.
Waffles tied.
Combo. Get on tanks.
Mastery.
The holes. Beerez daily, please.
I'm across the map. You won't be
I
able to.
can't find his body.
You won't.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just get out. Spread, followed by tank combo. Tank combo, followed
Darkness.
by LOS. LOS now.
Find shelter.
Stage 2 starting. Don't fall through holes when the floor opens.
Phase 2.
We have a spread followed by a knockback. Spread out and look for the blue swirl.
Knocking back. Find shelter.
Spread out. Everyone's under boss.
Grit boss. Nice stun.
Dermanthus in phase 2, we don't run into holes anymore. Rune over your head means get under boss. We have a knockback coming soon, followed by a spread. Look for the swirl, get safe, be ready to spread after. Spread now.
Find shelter.
We have MCs coming soon. Runes under boss. Runes under boss.
Watch your feet.
Just for safety's sake, third time, runes under boss.
AoE stun as soon as they spawn.
All on cooldown from the last one.
Knocking back.
We have MCs
Find
coming in
shelter.
soon, followed by a spread.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
MCs under boss. You're not MC'd, spread out.
Spread.
Stuns quickly.
Watch your step. Knocking back.
Knock back, be safe. Get on these MCs.
Phase 3 starting soon.
Phase 3.
When do you want hero?
As soon as the phase starts, why not?
Let's get somebody up then. We have one res.
Get Aster.
Definitely do not. I'm like lagging beyond belief at the moment.
Okay.
Do we want a
whoever's in
boomkin?
range.
Get a boomkin or a daily.
I don't care. Whoever you can get.
If we fell off the edge, we're way out here in BFE.
Knockback soon. Just res whoever's in
Knocking
range.
back.
Oh, we did. Okay, we're good. Get safe from the knockback. Get ready for Defile. We need to move out of this as
Danger,
soon as
danger.
possible. This is followed by chains. Be ready to break them if you're targeted.
Defensive.
If you have chains, get 30 yards away from the tank.
Help soak.
Group soak in between boss in the middle of the room.
Can we get an AMZ or something? Yeah. That'll work.
Spread out.
I fell on a hole.
Ooh, me too.
Next is a knockback. We have a lot of ads.
We need kicks on those ads, ranged help. DK's grip them.
DK grip him.
Okay, let's go ahead and wait.
Danger.
Too many dead.
Can the ads be CC'd? Like, can they be
Yes,
stunned?
they can be stunned and
Stunned, okay.
blinded.
The
Is it
only
worth-
issue with
Sorry.
was saying the only one thing we need to be careful with stunning them is that if somebody kicks it and then the stun goes off like that last time, they'll just stand there and then start casting again the
Yeah,
moment.
immediately, right.
So phase 3 is going to be kind of the inverse of phase 2, in that we spawn the ads where our torment circles explode. So we want our torments as close to the boss as makes sense without overlapping, to cleave them down a little bit easier.
Should I go Kyrian to use Divine Toll? Because I can interrupt
I
every
don't
single
think
end.
they'll move from that, so it's probably not worth it.
Oh.
They don't. If you interrupt them, they just stand there until the.
Control silences though.
True. It might be a play. I don't think we need to worry about it tonight. I think we position them properly, and they should melt before it's ever really a problem.
Oh, they will definitely melt.
Necro DKs can also grip them with A-bomb.
Who?
Oh,
You mean
dude.
the
You
thing
actually
that
get to use Avon.
We just have to have our Necro DK alive at that phase.
Yeah, I was about to say he's got to be up for that point. Sorry, no, I was.
Are you both, Necro?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Wait,
We have-
Darmanthus, you're not.
We have one Necrolord DK.
Yeah, that's just me. I've been messing around with stuff on my action bar for like there is like a deceiving amount of utility here, and I've been moving things around, and it's screwing me up. So I'm just going back to.
I thought Necro was BIS for DPS DKs just in general.
No, it's not.
No. I mean, situationally, no.
But let's focus on the task at hand. We're on Jailor, not the DK Discord. So,
but we can talk about it.
Phase 3, let's try and tank the boss a little bit more like middle of the ring, so we have a little more room for the group soak. And also drop our torment circles as close to the boss as makes sense without killing people.
Give me just a second. I'm fixing some healing stuff. So the first set of chains, I'm flipping it. The first set of chains, because we can pre-position a gateway, will be gateway. The second chains will be Xeno's Roar. The third chains will be Dugane's Roar.
You want to give me a bunch of the feasts? I can put them down so you don't have to worry about in between.
Right, heat up. Let's get pulse gun. Again, this is not a numbers check, either for healing or damage. It is entirely mechanics.
Are we actually like on par for damage?
We're ahead.
If everyone's alive, we are beyond fine.
It feels like it's okay.
2,
Awesome.
1.
And as Caillou mentioned, don't say things during pull that don't matter. Spread out. We have a tank combo coming soonish. Get ready for tank combo. This is followed by a grip in.
Run.
We have an LOS up next.
Find shelter.
LOS now. Spread out, followed by tank combo. Tank combo now.
Defensive.
We're getting gripped soon.
Run.
Next is spread, followed by LOS. Spread so that you can LOS.
Find shelter.
LOS, followed by tank combo.
Or mastery this tank combo.
Next, we're getting pulled in.
Run.
You ready to spread? We have a tank combo after this. Be ready to get in it. After the smash, we'll be LOSing.
Find shelter.
LOS now. Stage 2 is starting. Don't fall through the floor.
Phase 2.
You have a spread soon. While you spread, be ready to look for the blue swirl. Blue swirl should be
Looking back.
spawning now. Position yourself so you don't die.
Find shelter.
We have a shatter followed by a spread.
Watch your feet.
Remember to spread away from the boss here, away from the boss so that runes can get under the boss. Don't leave swirls right under the boss. Stuns, set, grips, slows. Big cleave. Guys, we have so many DPS that are not hitting the MCs. There is no way it takes that long to do 300k damage
Knocking back.
with where our DPS is at.
Knock
Swap
back.
the MCs. Spread out.
Find shelter.
Waffles tied.
MCs under boss soon.
Watch your feet.
Runes under boss. Move right away. Get under the boss.
And coming out.
Everybody on these MCs. Kill them. Break them out. They should not be in there for more than a few seconds.
Knocking back.
Much better. Watch the knockback. We have a B-res available. Let's get Caillou or Red, whichever one is in range.
Find shelter.
I can't see any of them.
Okay,
I'm in range
don't worry
of
about it for
some
now.
of the locks.
Watch
Yeah,
your
don't worry
feet.
about it for now. MC's under boss.
Spread.
Break him fast.
Watch your step.
These MCs should only last a couple of seconds.
Knocking back.
We have a spread soon.
A whole tyrant.
Spread. Find shelter. Watch your step.
We have one more round of MCs coming in. Get tight under the boss. Tight stack.
Can you give Knight a cooldown?
MCs.
Knocking back.
Break these MCs out. Quickly, quickly.
Spread.
We're gonna be phasing now.
Stage 3
Watch
soon.
your step.
Just go ahead and
Phase
just
3.
repull it. We have too many down to do anything meaningful, and there's not really anything new going on besides our soaks.
Jump off and die.
Knocking back.
2 deaths before the 3-minute mark that time. I think they were both due to mismanagement of jumping in the thing for runes. We can do better, guys. We're 16 pulls in. Can't have deaths in phase 1, and we really shouldn't have deaths in phase 2 either.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You ready to spread? In combo soon.
Run.
LOS soon.
Find shelter.
LOS now. Spread followed by tank combo.
Defensive.
Getting the tank combo. We're going to be gripped in soon.
Run.
Get out of the grip.
Making DK's run.
There is a gate.
Be ready to spread. The spread will be followed by LOS. Spread so that you're able to LOS.
Find shelter.
LOS now. This will be followed by a tank combo. Getting gripped in.
Run.
Ruffles if you have it. Honk.
I don't.
Let's get the healer.
Right out. Tank combo.
Defensive.
Followed by LOS.
Esther, go ahead and roll it.
Find shelter.
Hey, res Ruffles, please, after this LOS.
Phase 2.
Floors are opening, don't fall through. Be ready to spread. Watch for the blue circle for knockback.
Knocking back.
Be ready to spread. And MCs get under boss.
Spread.
Spread out. Don't leave puddles under boss.
Watch your
Mantis,
step.
Aster, we want those puddles away from boss.
I'm almost at the edge.
Or
Watch your feet.
Grip moose. Anybody grip moose? Thank you.
Knocking back.
spread out. Go ahead and just wipe it. On the spreads that go into the mind control runes, super important that we don't have a bunch of melee staying in to squeeze out a little bit of extra damage. Give room for the people with MCs to get where they need to so we can CC them properly. If we don't, then we have things like Moose op in Egypt, because we weren't able to hit him with CC. We gotta leave room for those. It's being called. Please pay attention. Please get out. Please quit worrying about your DPS. Do mechanics.
Hey, one of you warlocks, when we get in last phase, can you put a portal to the back pillar? One that's over here, basically where we are.
Yeah, if try and call it out so we remember, but
Yeah, I don't have as much speed as Candy does since he's Night Fae.
Where are you trying to go?
I want to go to that back pillar. It should spawn like right here where I'm at, where the circle is jumping.
Okay, to where?
To where we're coming from. Like where we're
Keep
tanking
in
a
mind,
boss and
as
pillars.
far as clearing the tank pillars, it's much more important to clear the inner ring and middle ring pillars than it is to clear the super far out ones.
We have to clear all three if you want to prolong the second phase as long as possible.
Yeah.
We don't have a choice unless you guys want to phase super fast.
They're doing a mythic, right? Just to see phase 3?
Yeah, me and Candy are prolonging that phase.
Right. I mean, it's super important that we're breaking as many pillars as we can. We can't break all of them. From what I understand, it's more important to break from the inner ring out, is what I'm saying.
Yes. But the inner ring will be the one behind
5,
the boss.
4,
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Spread out.
Defensive.
Darmathis, what killed you?
Run.
You ready to LOS?
Okay, thank
Find
you.
shelter.
LOS now. After this, spread.
Kill Oak.
And combo soon.
Run.
Get out. Spread soon. After spread, LOS. Spread now.
Find shelter.
LOS.
I got inside.
Jump off.
Defensive. Target you. Run.
Armanthus, please don't die again in phase 1 or I'm gonna have you step out. You're making up a lot of our phase 1 deaths over the last 6 pulls. Nothing personal, but please do mechanics. Don't wait till the last second. Plan ahead. Okay, well, whatever is causing you to be dying early, please figure it out. Stop dying.
Do you want me to release, or there's a couple of us?
Yeah, I think we were too far away. Those of us
I
who were
got
over
you.
there. Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you, CP.
Healers, classes that have cooldowns. So, I updated the note mainly for phase 1, but
Yeah, I'm not sure why that would be Darmanthus. I've had very good consistency of I'm always knocked where my back is facing as soon as I walk in. You can't change where it is in mid-flight. It's set when you walk in. So
It does matter if you're going in at a diagonal. So if you're on
True.
one of these corners, if you go in on the corner, it'll fuck it up. So make sure you're going on a flat edge.
Also, if you have like a speed increase when you go in, it'll move you back to the middle before launching you up, so you'll actually land slower. Like it recenters you on the way up. So.
Five,
30 minutes left, guys. We got this.
3, 2, 1.
Spread out. Tank combo soon. Getting pulled in. Be ready to run out.
Run.
LOS.
Find shelter.
Followed by spread. Get ready for tank combo after this. Tank combo is next.
Defensive.
Will be pulled in soon.
Run.
We're on the gate down.
You ready to spread? Position yourself so that you can LOS easily.
Find shelter.
LOS now. We'll have a tank combo after this. Getting gripped in soon.
Run.
Second date on.
I do.
Okay.
Red into a tank combo.
Defensive. Find shelter.
LOS.
Kill moose.
Phase 2.
Spread and look for the blue swirl. It'll spawn shortly after. Blue soon.
Knocking back.
Look for it. Position yourself. We have another spread. This one has
Find
MCs with
shelter.
it. Please don't clutter melee.
Watch your feet.
Leave room so that the MCs can run right under. MCs under boss. Break them out. Breaking them is top priority. Boss damage doesn't
Oh
matter.
my god, I'm a fucking idiot.
Res Knight.
Res him.
I'm all the way in buttfuck Egypt.
Druid or somebody go find.
We have a knockback soon. Look for the blue. Position yourself, and then spread after.
Where the hell is your body?
I got him. I got him.
Find shelter.
Fuck.
We have MCs after this. MCs need to get under boss.
Watch your feet.
Get CCs on them so we can put them right here.
Knocking back.
Good work.
Res Caillou.
We're gonna have an MC soon, followed by a
Find
spread.
shelter.
I can't find.
I got Caillou.
Watch your feet.
Runes need to get under boss. Watch now, they're coming out. Move immediately. Get our CCs on them. Break them out.
Oh,
Knocking back.
tried to grip him.
Finish Teak off. Stage 3 soon. Remember, please
Phase
pull
3.
boss a little bit away so that we can have a little extra room for the Azeroth soaks.
We are lusting, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a knockback coming soon. This knockback
Knocking
is followed
back.
by a defile. Please move out of it immediately. Rose if we stand in it.
Danger, danger. Taunt boss. Help sir.
Azeroth soak.
Watch your feet.
The super unfortunate defile.
Watch your feet.
Whoop-da.
That's a big old defile. Jump
Boom
off.
goes the room.
How does
Keep
that
going.
happen?
Yeah. So what's that?
That would be people in defile when we're trying to soak.
Yeah, so
Because the soak went through the defile. We have to bait that defile out.
Yeah.
Or just move the boss.
Sorry. So do you mind like explaining that again? Did it
Okay,
expand
so
that quickly?
It is Lich King defile.
Yep. Right.
Every person standing in it makes it grow. So one or two
But
people makes it grow slowly. When the whole group moves in for a group soak, it will just instantaneously
Yeah.
cover the platform.
Damn.
Like Bus said, we need to bait it. It targets a player, so we don't want to be standing in that little soak portion of the room when it's called the defile is coming soon.
Does it go to any player or just ranged?
It's prior range, I believe.
Ennis?
Sorry, what?
So when you're calling for the big blue swirly that knocks us back, the boss actually turns and faces where the swirl spawns at. So if you look where the boss is facing,
that's good info.
yeah, I've been watching the boss. He turns every time and looks where the swirl's at. So if you're running crazy, just look where the boss is, and he points directly at it.
Also, don't be in between the boss and the big blue swirly, because his weapon will hit you.
Making good work, guys. It's our first night really looking at this boss at all. We're seeing third phase. Our setback is, early issues. We need to do better on phase 2 with breaking out the MCs. Part of that is earlier deaths, lower our damage for them. We're getting there, guys.
I know it's not an excuse, but that first MC wave, like I think everyone's cooldowns are.
Yeah,
like,
that first
perfectly
MC
fine.
wave is pretty rough.
Everyone's if you keep your cooldowns on cooldown, it's no one's
We're
got
pulling up.
anything.
Let's focus in.
1.
What he's saying is right. So pull resources, shards, whatever you have, energy, combo points, stuff like that.
Spread out. Combo coming in sometime in the near future. Stack for tank combo.
Run. Find shelter.
You ready to LOS? Spread out. Followed by tank combo. Go ahead and jump off. Just repull. We've had 3 deaths already.
Alright, I DC'd like 3 seconds into the pull.
Bus, maybe don't eat a B-res if you die that early on. We're fine with 4 healers. We shouldn't just blow a B-res when someone dies 30 seconds in, even if it's you.
Okay. That was an unfortunate jump in and got launched into another one because I was positioned bad.
That said, it is getting late. People are getting tired. If we don't see Prague in the next 2 polls, we're gonna call it. So, if you wanna keep working at it, do good. I'm not gonna sit here and not make Prague for an extra half hour.
4, 3, 2.
Please don't pull early.
Yeah, that was me. I'm sorry.
He didn't die though. He didn't die.
He's excited. Prague! Not the same effect as gold.
I know, man. Let's get him on the line.
Pink combo coming soon. Ish. Raffle song, please.
Res candy now.
Res candy.
Candy, how'd you die?
Immediately, please. Anyone who can.
I don't know where
candy.
his. I can't get it. I got it. I got him.
Oh.
Wipe it.
I could not get his body. It said out of range the whole time.
Jump off.
We were on
Jump
mine
off.
that he had one pending.
It's alright. We gotta give Candy one weird early death.
I was literally mind blown because I've never seen Candy die. So like
That's
I
the
was
night.
shocked.
Everybody go home.
You guys want to know what the funny thing is? I just told him I felt left out because everybody was dying, so I died, and now he did. He
If
felt
that
left
does
out
happen,
too.
though, we need to know where he is instead of everything else.
Yeah, I broke Candy's. I broke Candy's brain there. I'll take responsibility for that.
Vamping pearled early. Candy
broke my
died.
own brain
Candy
there.
was the first to die, which is Candy was the
Nope, not
first.
Nope.
Oh really?
No,
Raffles was the first to die.
Ah.
I broke my own brain there because I've been yelling at people for the last like 9 months to stop pulling early ever since Venthyr Boomkin became a thing. Yeah, I pulled super early there. Feels bad. I know what it feels like to be a fucking Venthyr Boomy now.
If you get that half swing in there, it's not worth it.
Hey, at least they're not melee, so I
somebody
didn't die.
dies early, if somebody dies and you cannot find their body, it will be at X. That's why Caillou put the marker up at X.
Yeah.
So you don't have to ask, hey, where is he? If he's not in range, run towards the X. You'll find him.
All right, I'm not gonna count that pull.
No, this is gonna be an awesome goal.
Unless we fuck up that hard again,
No, this is gonna be good.
then I'm standing true to it.
This is gonna be
That doesn't mean troll.
Be right back, jumping off as soon as pull timer hits 1.
BRB pulling on 7.
7, 10.
14. Oh, I'm past it already.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread out. Think combo soon.
Defensive.
Getting pulled in.
Run.
LOS soon. LOS now.
Find shelter.
Really?
I
boiled?
literally couldn't make it to the pillar from the bomb.
We have a tank combo soon. Rip soon.
Run.
Be ready to spread. This will be followed with an LOS. You ready?
Find shelter.
LOS now. Tank combo.
Defensive.
Getting gripped soon.
Run.
Spread into tank combo. Stack now.
Find shelter.
LOS. And then we'll be in phase 2.
Phase 2.
Spread out. Watch for the knockback.
Knocking back. Find shelter.
Let's res Spoopy, please.
Spread.
Runes under boss. We don't have a
Watch
lot of
your
time.
step.
Gotta move fast. Do you see them? Finish Panda. We have a knockback coming soon.
Knocking back.
Spread.
Spread. Find shelter. Watch your step.
Runes under boss.
Watch your feet.
If he's in range, res boils when this comes up, please.
Knocking back.
Alright, let's go ahead and jump. We'll call it a night there. People are obviously getting tired.
Watch your feet.
Still good work tonight, guys. It's our first night on Jailor.
Spread.
We're not doing super poorly. That said,
watch your step.
If you made a mistake consistently, please consider what you can do to not have that problem again when we come back to this boss. You know, VOD review, get a weak aura for a mechanic if there's something about it that you need help with.
There's a super tight spot there where if you take a bomb in and then that immediate LOS, it got me a couple times tonight. That's a tough spot. That's tight.
You gotta
You're
make
trying
sure
to
your back is facing towards.
I did. I still can't. I gotta save a.
So
I don't know. I don't
I've
know.
done it every time without using a mechanic. No blink, no nothing.
I'm half and half.